Hello teacups, what's brewing? It's been a little while, I do understand, terribly sorry, it will likely be a bit more. I'm trying to get into reacts again, but she puts out so much content, I just can't catch up. Guys, when she's putting out 8 hours a day, it feels like, and sometimes literally is, and I'm sleeping and working, I just got nothing. But I'm doing my best anyway. I haven't changed my wig on any kind of permanent basis. This is that old long one that I repurpose sometimes. But I'm washing my other one, so it's wet and it's already like 11 p.m, but it's my weekend, so whatever. But I was like, no, I should really get into something. So I'm just very quickly, well, it's me, probably not very quickly. Let's be real. I'm gonna very quickly, I've got a few clips from the Cook It Clean open stream that she did somewhat recently. She did have one right after that I haven't watched yet. She had mukbang in the title, I haven't watched it, so if there was anything really juicy there, sorry. But I did watch her deleted night drive, and then this stream here, she had a lot of just kind of responding to some less than pleased comments about her actions in the aforementioned drive. So just like we have done recently, I'm going to clip some things down and then talk in the middle because that just tends to go faster and you end up with a more concise video and it's less editing for me. So we're going to keep the format for a minute. I've been talking a lot, let's get into it.
I'm going for a drive to get some food. And no, I'm not. I slept, so woke up and I feel completely sober. So I'm good. See, I had something healthy for dinner. Now I'm craving something junky. Although if I get a pizza slice, I have to go in looking like a zombie. I just woke up. Hi, middle of the night snack. It's 1:21. I think they're open till 2. Oh, Daryl, hi! Welcome everybody. I hope I didn't miss anybody. You guys will let me know. So I woke up. I was supposed to Beeze with someone. And instead, I'm ghosting and spending it with you guys. And with food because I'm hungry. Look at her. Do you like her?
No.
Why?
She's ugly.
Don't say anything sensitive. Yes, it is code word. See, YouTube is technically not a job, right? So.
What I really wanted to show with that was one, her fully admitting that she was driving high, and she tries to get out of it a bit later and say, no, I was joking, but she clearly wasn't joking, you guys, clearly not. Also with the timeline, she did say that it was 20 something because she was worried the place would close at 2. With her general schedule, she also said she'd had a healthy lunch and now she was craving a healthy dinner, and now she was craving something junky. So she only really eats healthy when she's with Dom. So she's clearly been with Dom. She also tells us that she tends to leave in the middle of the night. She does make a bit of a bit, saying a bit of a bit. Yeah, okay, we'll go with it. A bit of a bit, saying, oh, I've changed my mind. I'm actually going to go back home, but I think she's coming back. I think she's woken up in the middle of the night. She's been hungry. And she's like, I'll make the drive home. But with her schedule, she won't have gone over to his till later in the day because she doesn't get up until later in the day. She tends to spend the evening with him. And even though she starts by saying, no, it's nothing, I feel completely sober, she's actively slurring her words through a lot of this. So when she's saying, no, I'm fine, she then changes and goes, oh, I just woke up, hi, and it's only 1:20. So not that many hours have passed, and we know how much she uses. So there's absolutely no way she was fully sober in that car. She can't have been. And the way she was speaking, her voice gets a certain quality with the slurring, but also with just kind of the airiness of her voice. There's an odd quality to it where you can tell immediately she's high. And I feel like that quality was heard in the car. Okay, so I'm going with she was under the influence there. Maybe not like balls off her face high, but under the influence clearly, and should not be behind a wheel, in my opinion. So I was really concerned to see this. I was quite angry to see it, to be honest, because it's a choice. You can get an Uber, you can afford an Uber if it really comes to it, but that's not what she wanted to do. And she was like, no, I feel fine. Like, when you're high, it's a great time to make that decision. It's so dangerous, it's so careless. But I wanted what we had seen to be in the beginning of this video, so you could also make your own conclusion from it. Now, when she gets home, we see her taking one of those weed, is it a Reese's? Reese's, I think it's called. So when she sits down at the very end, we can see how high she is. Her head's kind of lolling. She's got, again, that very slurred speech. But she'd bitten into the edible literally a minute before. I know there was a cut into the kitchen because she had the cat walking in front of the camera, but between getting out of the car and sitting down and seeing her chew it, there were literal maybe 2 minutes, you know? It's minutes at most. There's no way it would have hit her that fast. She had to have still been at least partially under the influence. Perhaps I'm not right to say high, but I certainly wouldn't say in drivable condition. So that was what we saw before she deleted it. And now in her open chat, which is more recent, her cooking clean open stream, which seemed to involve neither cooking nor significant cleaning, aside from a few seconds at the beginning, people had some things to say about it. Oh yes, teacups, they had things to say. Not surprisingly, because people who maybe, if not on the fence, were willing to just be like, nah, I'm not getting involved, people were not happy, and rightly so. So she had a lot of talk going on in this chat.
It's okay, because I'm being productive on somewhat, you know? I'm going to take my pills. Well, I'm not using my vag anymore, so I don't have to wash it today. I'm not using my vag today. I don't think, anyways. Audrey, I'm only kidding. As if I don't wash. I'm not driving high. What are you talking about? I had that one puff, and no, I won't ever do it again. And I'm serious. To go in looking like a zombie. I just woke up high. Middle of the night snack. Just woke up high. Driving sober. I'm not driving high, and I don't drive high again. People make things up. Just woke up high. Like, people actually legit thought Dom was here yesterday. I mean, I don't have very many brain cells left after the amount I smoke. But I still have enough to know that's a very stupid conspiracy theory.
I'm not going to get into a large conversation about the number of brain cells I think she has left at the moment, considering I have enough unkind things to say about this stream, but yeah, that's a thing she said. So, it is pure manipulation what she's doing right now with this open stream in general. She raged, I feel like quite recently, but the last 2 weeks have flown by. She raged about how she wasn't going to do another open stream for a long time, at least. And then suddenly we have an open stream. That's not a coincidence, because we do have proof that she, at the very least, smoked behind the wheel, although I do kind of believe her. I don't know why I believe her, but I believe her when she says, oh, it was just, well, she said one hoot, which is a weird word, but we'll go with it. Because the cadence of her speech, her demeanor were very, very different on that day. She was raging in that stream. And then when you compare it to how she was driving, how she was speaking, how she was slurring in the other live, that it's a marked difference, and it makes it more concerning for the one she's saying she wasn't high in, because clearly there was something going on there. And to basically look your audience dead in the face and be like, no, you're making that up, that never happened. Come on now. But that's why we have an open stream. It's because she's desperately trying to get the conversation to go somewhere else. But because she so infrequently allows open conversation of any kind, there's just no way. People have been saving this up, you know? So there's no distracting for it. She's trying. She is often crass in a completely non-deliberate way. It's just who she is. But she's purposefully saying, oh, I don't have to wash my badge today because I might not be using it. Because she wants people to be like, oh, gross, how dare you? She's putting on the mask so that the photos and the screenshots and the things can be taken. She just wants the conversation to go somewhere else. And it's the same with the talk about Dom there, where she was like, can you believe some people seriously thought he was here? So she's taking an event which is less likely and trying to lump it in, and therefore people are all ridiculous about anything, and there's nothing to this driving high, while also trying to focus on the first stream where she was raging and saying it was one puff accidentally, I'll never do it again, you're making a big deal of this, when she knows damn well the one we're making a big deal of is actually the second one where she seemed in immediate imminent danger, and not just her, which is more to the point, which we'll get into in a moment. If we're to believe that she just took one puff before, I can believe based on her demeanor, she did not seem incapable of driving at that point. It's still illegal to do it behind the wheel, which is its own conversation. But do I think she was high in that moment? No, on nothing but rage at least. But the stream we've just seen clips from, the one where she's getting the McDonald's, I absolutely believe she shouldn't have been behind the wheel at that point, even if she weren't doing anything as obvious as actually smoking, and to try and pretend like one of those things didn't happen because it's more damning in her response, in her slurs, in her just general demeanor, is ridiculous, but it's deliberate.
Driving high in Canada is a cultural thing. Yeah. Imagine a world where people like things that you don't like. Oh. Oh. Imagine that. Are you ever going to inhale? So, are you accusing me of being high and driving and when I don't inhale? So how long are you supposed to wait? Like, I figure after I sleep and wake up, I'm not high anymore. So I go drive if I need to. Yeah, but people don't wait weeks to drive after they smoke a joint. I'm not driving impaired. If you guys think that, I can't help it. I mean, what do I say? You want me to tell the truth and then you think I'm lying. I don't know what else to say about that. It's on camera. It's not like you see me smoking while I'm driving? Somebody twisty misty. Because, you know, I'm a sugar mama. Fupa roll, yes! Princess Cannibalist, thank you, I agree. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm driving. Oh well. It was just one hoot. Yes, Ingrid, I'm gonna drive a 12-pack and go. I'm gonna drink a 12-pack, smoke a few, and then go to Beeze. Of course not.
The only recourse left to her at this point is sarcasm, because if she can't undo what she showed everybody, even though she's trying real hard to deny it, she can at least discredit the people coming back at her as just being ridiculous and overreacting or making something out of nothing, which is what she'd really like to be the case, but we've got the videos. So when she goes, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna drink a 12 pack, I'm gonna get behind the wheel, and I'm gonna go to Starbucks. Like it's crazy. We've just seen you clearly under the influence, driving one-handed so you could eat through the night in order to eat Starbucks at 1:30 in the morning. A lot of things that would seem ridiculous to a lot of people tend to actually happen to you. So I don't think, oh, I'm so above that, it's necessarily a defense you can fall upon, because we've seen you do a lot of stuff.
Oh my God, semi-sweetly. Will you just shut the fuck up and call the cops on me then and get out of here? God. Right, guys? Am I right? Give me their number. 911. I'd rather be in jail right now than deal with the same spam comments over and over. I'd cry like a baby in jail. Better than dealing with spam comments. My family must be proud. Nope. Probably not. That's right. I'm gonna hit a bunch of old people today because I don't like old people. I can't believe I finally hit someone. Well, that's what you want to hear? That's what you want to hear, I think. What do people, like, I'm curious what people are hearing when they think that Dom is here. When I'm on a live stream for hours. People really need to try hard. They're just sad. Show the bowl. Drugs should not be monetized. They're legal. People can drink. Why can't they smoke? I don't drink, so. What illegal drug use? I'm not high right now. It's not 24/7. So when I'm sleeping, no, I'm not high. When I'm not sleeping, yeah. I'm 37. It's my life. It's legal. Hi, Beeze Beauty. Legal. So I can smoke, be high 24/7 if I want. Why are people saying I drove high? Like, why is people... I was not high. I was joking about waking up high. I don't actually wake up high. Little eyes looking. If I had to start over my channel, would I do anything different? I don't know. Of course. If you do another situation over and you don't do something differently, then you haven't learned anything. Excuse me, I've been driving since 2010. Never had an accident. Knock on wood. Never. I'm actually a really good driver, so shut up. Jeez. Sickening. I'm driving high, you're driving high, you're driving high. No, I'm not. That's all I can say. I know you're driving high. Well, stop bugging me. I say no, and that's it. That's how, like, I address rumors. I have to poop. I say no. You don't believe me, that's your problem. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm driving. Oh well.
I'm sure it's obvious from how I clipped that together how shady I was feeling by the end of this. Yeah, I laugh, but actually this is the much more serious thing, where all of this kind of rolling her eyes and shut the fuck up and who do you think you are, she's actually just distancing herself from any kind of consequence, because as we've discussed before on this channel, consequences are a thing she logically knows happen but will never happen to her. She's a really good driver, shut the fuck up. She's never gonna hit anyone. Which says she's had no accidents. We've seen her talk about hitting 2 animals. Her car is wrecked because she ran down an animal at some point in the night at one time, didn't she? So to say I've had no accidents, we know of 2 animal, not human to be completely fair to her, but 2 accidents she's had in recent history even if we take the drugs out of it, which is quite a big ask, she still spends large amounts of time in pitch black, usually without her glasses. Fortunately, she was wearing it there. Eating one-handed while live streaming and reading chats while saying she's not reading chats but answering chats behind the wheel of her car with no hands on the wheel sometimes. So I'm a fantastic driver. Fuck off, are you a fantastic driver? You're absolutely not, even when not high. Even if you were a fantastic driver, under the influence, you're not gonna be. And as I say, to get back to the slightly more serious side of things here, she could easily kill somebody. And that's what this boils down to. Because one thing she did say there, yeah, it's her life. She's 37. I was going to say it's legal, but actually the stuff she buys is technically not legal because the dose is way higher than her legal permitted amount, and it's not from licensed sources, so it's not really enforced, so she's getting away with it. But in terms of legal, not really, not quite, and I'm betting she carries a lot more than the amount that the law allows her in her area to carry for personal use, so there's that. But even a legal substance isn't legal behind the wheel of a car. Like, if you are drunk, you shouldn't be driving. If you are high, you shouldn't be driving. I don't care what the legal status of buying wine or alcohol of some other kind. She said she doesn't drink. She doesn't drink as often, but we've seen her have vodka. She has drunk before on channel. It's not an unknown quantity. So yeah, it's her life. She gets to do what she wants with it, but she doesn't get to take people down with her. So yeah, you get to make your choices. You get to live your own life. And she's like, I'm not high all the time. Sometimes I sleep. You're like, okay, so you're just high whenever you're conscious. Much better. But she is high when she wakes up. She's still under the influence if she's only had a few hours sleep. She shouldn't be behind the wheel of a car because she gets to choose how she lives, and ultimately she gets to choose how she dies, up to the point where she possibly takes someone else with her. That is the point at which you lose that right. If she is in a car when she shouldn't be, she could kill one or more people, and that's not okay. It's never gonna be okay. And you can argue this little schoolgirl, it's my life, I do what I want to, up until you hit someone. It's not your life then, it's someone else's family. And you can laugh and be like, my family's not proud of me, which we know is true because we've heard a little bit about how they weren't talking to her, and they tried to do the intervention thing when they took her to hospital, but now they all seem to be like, we got actual real problems that have solutions that we need to look at. So you do you if you must do you, but we ain't doing it with you, which seems to be kind of the direction they're on. But the people that you potentially could hurt or kill also have families. Your impact does not stop at you. It ripples through whoever you hit, emotionally and physically. So for the love of Christ, grow a conscience. Might be too much to ask of her, but so long as she gets what she wants and she gets to be defiant and she gets to say, fuck you world, I'm doing it now. It doesn't matter to her who she hurts on the way. One, because she doesn't care enough about other people, but two, because she doesn't think it will happen no matter what risk she takes. So that's where I am with that. I know it's probably not new information. It's been talked about a lot. I hope to God there was nothing too exciting in the Italian mukbang, whatever it was, but I'm going to try and get into these a little bit more, guys. I know I've been away. I'll probably be away a bit longer, but I'm doing my best. I hope you're all well, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.